I'm at the Self-Healing Festival, and I'm talking to
Nancy Genevieve.
And how do I accelerate my spiritual growth, as you say?
Well, we believe that nature holds the keys and codes to enlightenment. So when you take a flower essence orally on or under the tongue, you access the pattern of consciousness in the flower, and it activates and catalyzes growth within your own energetic grid. Our life is a reflection of our consciousness, so if there's something out of balance in our life, we can actually heal it from the level of consciousness. And that's what our flowers support.
So it's like a homeopathic remedy type of thing? Or?
It has homeopathic elements for sure. It's basically every flower has a pattern of consciousness or a healing property. When you take that healing property or pattern of consciousness into your energetic grid, you support and catalyze change in a particular area.
Okay, so walk me through some of these things you're speaking of.
Sure. We offer 30 flower essences.
So there's 30 of them.
Yeah, 30 different ones, and they all have a different purpose. So you might be working on something like opening your heart center, or you might be working on having greater contact with nature and spirit.
Or here at the show, opening up your pocketbooks.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true, definitely. I mean, anything that supports healing, there are many different modalities, and our goal is that whatever path that you're on, our flower essences will help accelerate that path.
So why'd you get just 30 and then maybe not 20 or 50?
Well, right now there are 30. Spirit guided us to create 30 to begin with, and there are actually 60 more that will be on the market within the next 5 years. So there will be 90 in total.
And where are these made?
We have a sacred urban garden in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We're a women's collective, so we hand make everything. We label the boxes, we fill the bottles, we prune the bushes, we wrap the roses in winter.
Nice.
Everything is done by our women's collective, and it's part of our service to humanity.
Okay, so what are people saying about this? Like, what's a typical response?
A typical experience? Well, I think what happens when people come to our booth, we ask them to draw a card. We put all of our flowers on an auricle deck.
Oh,
so all the flowers, and this helps people to choose what flower essence might be correct for them. And basically their higher self will guide them to the correct card. Inevitably, the card resonates with them, and there's some message where they feel that it lands, and they're like, oh, this is what I needed to hear, or this is what I'm working on.
So this is good for men and children as well?
Yes, exactly. We actually even have a set specifically for children. It's called the Balanced Child Solutions.
Wow.
This set is for children birth to age 12, and it helps them stay in contact with their authentic selves so that they don't disconnect from themselves as they grow up into adulthood.
Do you have one just for men?
No.
It doesn't matter because spiritual growth is...
Yeah, it's cross-gender.
Cross-gender.
So all of our essences can be taken by men or women.
Okay. So what's new in your line? Anything new?
We do. We have 2 new sets actually, and 1 new set coming out next week. So our newest set is called the Conscious Passing Solutions, and it's to support people in the grieving process. So if you are a person who is potentially passing, or there's a loved one in your life who's passing, this set will really support you in moving through the grief process from a metaphysical level. We also have a new set for children birth to age 18, and it's called the New Millennium Children's Solutions. It actually just won 2 awards, a Creative Child Magazine Award and a Mom's Choice Award. And that set is for children birth to age 18, and it's specifically created to help them resolve karma. So, we all come into this lifetime with karma, and there are ways to help us work through that karma consciously.
Okay.
Next week, we'll be introducing a new set that's aligned with the nature of the year. I can't tell you what the name of it is because it hasn't been announced yet. We create sets that are aligned with the nature of the year, so equinox to equinox. And so if anybody wanted to go to levitalrose.com next week, they'll see the announcement of our new set, which will be very exciting, providing great support for the nature new year.
Right. Okay, anything else I need to know? You just take how many drops a day or what?
Yeah, our recommended dosage is a drop in the morning and a drop at night. And we recommend that you set an affirmation or an intention when you take it. So you're getting the energetic activation of the flower, and then you're making a declaration to the universe. This is what I'm declaring. So for instance, if I was taking enlightened patterns, I would say, I take enlightened patterns, I replace ego-based personality patterns with soul-based personality patterns. And say, for instance, you were aware of a pattern in yourself that you wanted to replace disempowerment with empowerment. So you would take this flower essence and state that declaration, and so you'll have a multi-level activation. Really, in the end, whatever path you're on, whether you do Reiki or psychotherapy, whether you take massage or you do sound healing, anything like that, our flower essences are meant as a complementary support for whatever path that you're on. They'll help you move through your issues more quickly.
Perfect. Your website is?
www.levitalrose.com. therapies.com.